Freeze is a character who's been receiving a lot of buffs over the course of the game's lifespan, to the point where going from an unfunctional zoner to the point where he's probably a character to watch out for in this next patch. He's got a couple of really important changes, some that aren't so nice, but I think there's one in particular that's really going to make him stand out as the game's new feature zoner. The first change that they list for him is that his standing light attack 2, so his 5 LLL, has increased attack speed. Point blank, it's about 8 frames. Nothing too crazy there. For a standing medium attack, they said they increased the movement distance. To my knowledge, this is pretty much a full screen normal before, and I think it just goes full screen now. So, you know, Frieza just having these full screen moves and lariats. Always tracking you, always coming on in, so it's there. We'll have to see how the other changes plan out. Now, the most important change to them I'm going to say for last. We're going to quickly look at his assists as well, because both of them have some quality of life buffs to them. His A assist has always been somewhat of a finicky assist to use because it spawns in a fixed distance, so you usually have to get into the right point. But now you can actually control where it spawns by holding down back or down forward. This is neutral, down back, and down forward. Obviously, it's a little weird to have to hold and push these buttons briefly. And again, like, it's during the assist startup time, so I'm trying to call the assist as I'm holding down forward. But when I shift it down back, it controls the spot. So you kind of can slide it around like that to control it. It might be too big-brained for its own good, but I still think it's appreciated. To talk about the change to his B assist, we first must look at his move, You Might Not Survive This Time. They allowed you to control the projectile speed of when you press the back button. So normally, the move comes out like this. But now you can slow it down. This is absolutely terrifying. For starters, these are projectiles you can't super dash. These are Piccolo orbs that beat super dash now. Meaning that Frieza has to have a game plan where he fires one of these, hides behind it, and zones you. Now, obviously, due to the height and things like that, there are going to be some situations to be aware of, but I think with enough ingenuity, you can kind of just create yourself a nice box to work with. This is absolutely great for Frieza, and honestly, it's a change I very much appreciate for him. He's always been like second fiddle to Z Broly in terms of being a zoner, and just with how many other moves that there have been in the game that have outclassed him, he finally has something very unique to himself. Piccolo would kill to have something like this, and Frieza gets to have this projectile and full screen Ki Blast, along with a full screen normal to pick up. If you get hit by this on a stray hit, you can't quite get the full hit, it seems, but I guess if you preemptively do it, there might be something there. Certainly Frieza players are going to have a field day laughing with setups and the whatnot about this. And again, because he can act out of this fairly early, he's able to be plus in your face off of this too. This is monumental for Frieza. I can't stress this enough. And again, the same change happens to his B assist as well. If you hold back, you can either have a fast shooting projectile, or you can have a slow projectile that, again, beats Super Dash, clashes with beams. This is just fantastic, honestly. I think people are going to really start messing with Frieza again. He's always been a character that just sort of has been a meme. He's had great tools, but they've usually fallen on his face. Where, yes, you can be a very powerful character by going to Golden Frieza, but you spend 3 meters to power yourself up, and then, you know, you have to win the next situation. But now I think that he finally is able to become the zoner that Bandai Namco has sort of always envisioned he'd be, that the system mechanics haven't really let him be. I don't know if any of the other changes mess with some of his combo routes and things like that, but I think that Frieza players are going to start showing up in force. Shouts to KJ Pixel. I think you're going to be eating good this patch.